Whatever you've been imagining is too small compared to what God has opened up before you. It is massive. It is huge. It is beyond human comprehension. It is simply an opportunity. You can't measure it with a stick. You can't measure it with a yardstick. You can't put it in a computer. It is simply an opportunity. But the opportunity is so huge that if you walk into what God is giving you in the fullness of the Holy Spirit, listen, you will never, ever be the same again. I mean, a radical revolution is about to take forth. I don't know who I'm talking to. I don't know who this is for. This is about a space and time that God has created for you to step into a new dimension. Woo. Oh God. A higher expression of yourself. A higher expression of yourself. The outworking of the internal. What does that mean? Stuff that's been shut up in your bowels, tied up in your belly, shut up in your spirit. You have finally come to the place of maturity that you can step into what you have been dreaming about, and God is about to revolutionize your life. Touch your neighbor and say, this thing is big. This thing is big. This thing is huge. This thing is gigantic. It's mammoth. It's more than I thought. I mean, it's going to revolutionize how you think, how you move, how you function. God said he is setting you into a large place. Touch three people and say, look for opportunities. Look for opportunities. Don't watch the clock. Don't look at the calendar. Don't worry about the seasons. Don't worry about what comes in the mail. Don't worry about what people say. Don't worry about anything. God is setting before you a large opportunity. And if you perceive it as a large opportunity, you can walk into it and manage it, and the wells of blessings and waters and joys and deliverance are going to flow, and it's going to start in you. It's coming out of your belly. It's coming out of your spirit. It's coming out of your creativity. And that's why the enemy wants you distracted, stressed out, because this large place starts from a small place. God said, dig out your old wells. Go to the places that they have been jammed up and closed down and not been flowing. And God said, dig them out again. Dig them out. Dig out things you put on the back burner. Dig out things that you thought about, didn't have the resources to do. Dig it out, because out of those small places, get this, out of small places will come big things. Out of small places will come big things. This is how you will know it is the move of the Holy Spirit. It will not be a lot of thunder. It will not be a lot of clouds. It will be small clouds, big rain. There won't be big ovens and big restaurateurs, and it won't be big servants coming. It's going to be small stuff like 2 fish and 5 loaves of bread. It's going to start in a small place, but it's going to erupt into something real big. That's why oh God, let me not start. He told me to tell you, don't despise small beginnings. What is significant to you is that God, in spite of all the things you have been through, and in spite of all the things you have failed to do, and in spite of all the things that were done to you, and in spite of all the people who tried to cancel you out, God sustained you, sent his angels to escort you, brought you safely through, and he is about to put you in a large place. Oh my God, my God, my God, my God, my God. Slap somebody, say, this thing is big. This thing is big. This thing is big. I groaned for it. I cried for it. I labored for it, like to die over it. But this thing down inside of me is big. You got to have somebody you can talk to and be honest and be open and say, this is how it really is. I'm really stressed out. I'm sick of all of them. I'm frustrated. It's getting on my nerves. You got to have a confidant, somebody with whom you can be transparent and be honest. Out of the 12, you got to have some inner circle that get close around you. These are the guys you carry up on the Mount of Transfiguration. These are the road dogs who run with you, and they see you, and they understand you, and they're your confidants. And if you have 3 in a lifetime, you've done real good. If you have 3 confidants in a lifetime that you can really trust and talk to and open up to, you've done real good. So this category is your smallest category. They are your confidants. They are people who are with you. They are with you. If you go up, they're with you. If you go down, they're with you. If you get stuck, they're with you. If everybody starts dogging on you and hating you, they're still with you.
Love you, Daddy.
Motivation at your fingertips.